live from home, and I just heard that Planet Dolan's doing a drawing competition. So, with what I started with just the cover, I'm gonna do as an entry for the contest. I see it as a clever opportunity, so without further ado, let's get y'all down to my drawing level. And I'm going to put this on my other yeah, make sure. I mean, he's down there, not up here. Anyway, so in the meantime, putting this on my PC so we can enjoy the music that I like to listen to. This is music from Ashley Ball's new album, Love is Gold. It is very good, 7 tracks. My favorite song out of it is Shine Colors, but all her songs are catchy. So with her music being included, I give credit to her regardless. This video will not be monetized. But anyway, so with that, what I'm going to do is I'm making 3 sections, as in what I had in my idea for amongst the story arcs of my Science Planet Dolan crossover special. It'd just be kind of like a preview, like a trailer kind of thing. So it'd be like one story arc section there, then another one here, and then a third one there. And this one-page trailer using quotes, will be my entry into this competition. So without further ado, here's a live art drawing stream. Alright, takes me a while to think. I'm going to split the top section to 2 halves to make for the first section. Of which, let's do this. Sanchu and Rosechu meet Dolan and Gooby. So let's get Sanchu started over here. And so angling his eyes over, he's gonna be looking at Planet Dolan, at Danger Dolan right in front of him. Red cheek there. One ear. Other ear. Soup. So let's they're gonna shake hands instead of fist bump. Because the fist bump happened on the coverage, so I'm gonna draw Sanchu's right arm and hand. And this is one thing I do when I figure out hand gestures or similar. It's like I play it out in my mind, at least through my hand, figure it out for myself, see how it looks. So, okay, this is my right hand going into the gestures. So, let's see. Ideally, Dolan would have his right hand out like that. I think, yeah, I'd say his thumb goes over, his fingers go over. So, yeah, thumb over, fingers under. Right. Alright, so let's put Sanchu's thumb right there. And his fingers downward, like so. Leave the last one blank so we can make room for Dolan's fingers right up there. Dolan's thumb right there. And we'll draw the 4th finger on Sanchu's pinky. And so we'll just extend that arm out. We'll come back to Dolan in a little bit. First, I'm going to finish drawing Sanchu over here. So we're going to get his chest. And start on his left arm. Hello, Scamper. I'm busy. My cat Scamper just entered. I'll give him some petting later. Alright, so Sachu, yes, so we're gonna send that up. We're gonna finish that skin belly, draws brown stripes, draws the spikes on his back. Here's his tail. Gonna put a leg down, starting with the legs. Let's say like that. There's a sock, or a shoe. I say part of the shoe. It's but it's only a trailer, so okay, we got Sachi almost done. Gonna just do something simple like that. So he's got his left hand down while he's shaking Dolan's hand with his right. With the reference of Dolan over here, we'll draw the circle for the head. Gonna draw one eye and then the other. Alright, so we're gonna draw his thick eyebrows. Give him a smile. The Darno duck hat. I'm gonna put Dolan's arm down as well. Just because. He has 3 fingers. Let's deal with that. Give him 4 fingers. I mean, original reason why they gave Mickey Mouse and all the others 3 fingers was because it was less expensive to draw that compared to drawing that 4th finger. Regardless, so we're gonna give him his foot there and give him a foot there. There you go. Alright, so there's Sachi and Dolan. Just give him a general. Hey, nice to meet you. And say, likewise. How you doing? Say, hey, how you doing? I'm gonna come in his ears a little bit. Hey, Dolan, nice to meet you. Yeah. Alright, so get that going on. And then, well, I guess I won't be able to get Rose Chew and Gooby in the picture in the drawing now, it's so small. But we gotta get Dolan to say, likewise. How's it going? Alright, so, likewise. How's it going? Alright, so we got that speech balloon going on. I want to add a background to definitely show, because, you know, we love details. But then again, the backgrounds on the Planet Dolan videos are so minuscule like that, so I'm gonna say for the moment we'll just do a simple city background. They're standing nearby where the city is on one side of the road. The traffic could be going. We don't know what Dolan's planet looks like, or all the locales. We're gonna add the street lines because it's divided. You want cars going one way and the other. And we're gonna say the other side is like a park. They're hanging out. They're meeting at park across the street from somewhere in the city. So we're gonna draw a few small buildings across. Bear out a sidewalk. Make sure that sidewalk's visible. So I'm not sure. No, it's barely visible there. But anyway, so we got a sidewalk there, and make sure the same. All right, so draw a window. Another window. There's a simple door. Doorknob's on the wrong side, but who cares? I mean, nobody knows what these places are right now. It's just so. Alright, so this one's this one will be a wide store. We're gonna put a door over here, and then this bottom part make it more obvious that it is a door. Everything will be covered in later. And behind the buildings, we're gonna add a little bit of rooftop there. And there's more buildings, and we're just a few skyscrapers looming over. So that's basically simple. Now let's see, for the next panel for this two-part preview. Alright, so I got a simple idea. We're just gonna draw their faces. We're just gonna zoom in on their faces. So I'm gonna start with his head. They're still looking at each other like that, facing each other. And so sweet little sky, there's my sweet lullaby, sweet lullaby. Oops, I drew this a little too short. Wait, that's a simple fits. Yeah, simple fits. Ashley Ball, you did a great job on this album. I just want to gush a little bit about that. Anyway, so Sachu took his hand back, and I'm gonna say his arms still down. So there's that belly, top part of his back spike. Simple enough. And then circle for Dolan's head. His chest, his arms down. So is his other one, because they're just talking. And the eyes. Thick eyebrows. So yeah, plot one was, I personally called ahead, me, Christine Chandler, over in the Kwcville dimension. Yeah, so I called ahead. I set up this little meet greet and tour of Planet Dolan. I want to go ahead and go ahead blacken that hat, that piece of the hat. Alright, so let's see, Sachu says. I have been looking forward to this tour since Miss Christine. I don't know how to differentiate that from me and his daughter, his bisexual daughter. Anyway, I have been looking for. I'm gonna try to save room for on the letters. Actually, you know what? Nicer, something more nicer. I've been looking forward to this tour. My kids and Christine, there you go, are fans of yours. This tour. My family and Christine, also family. Are fans of yours. Alright, so we just close that off. And then let's say, simply put for Dolan, we'll say, awesome, well, we got a lot on plate, Dolan. Let's start with the animation building. Alright, so you've a lot on planet Dolan. Let's check out the animation department. Check out the animation. Let's check out the show, the building where the show is made, where the shows are made. Let's check out the studio. There it is, studio. Oh, something like, make sure I want to do this. Hey, they have tons in them now, so let's check out the studio. So, make that speech balloon and try to separate that from CwcvilleGuardian's balloon. Add the city background. Alright, window. Not gonna be able to see as much of the doors, but I can see more of the door of the building with the wide window. Alright, there's a doorknob. I'm gonna add a window to that building, and there. Alright, and skyscrapers. Alright, so that's one story arc, because we're all here, except for Wild and Simona, because they stayed behind in Kwcville because they promised to take Sandy and Zapina to Busch Gardens. They told Sancho and his family that, and I believe Sarah Rose, she comments to, she says to Wild and his family, she says, hey, when your father's as fast as ours are, and you got the speed, and you got the foot speed that we do, that's nearly the same as his, you don't need a roller coaster ride, you go on your own. But yeah, obviously, Wild Simona don't run as fast as our main Sancho and Rose Chew. Alright, so part 2 is one idea I had, so I'm gonna try this in 3. I'm gonna put this into 3 panels. It's more tall than wide. That's what we're gonna do there. Alright, so another idea I had, so we got Hellbent and Blake. So at first Blake's kind of yeah, I'm gonna say he's neutral about it. So he's neutral about the trip. So he's not angry yet. So I'm gonna draw Blake with his eyes. So yeah, I mean, Hellbent would be taller than Blake there. So he's gonna be, he's looking up. He's kind of neutral. So we're just gonna make his eyebrows kind of, just make them horizontal. Alright, finish drawing his head. And of course his head is black, so we'll obviously color in the red later. Alright, so what do I want to do with his arms, since this is Hellbent coming along? He just said hey, and they're like, how's it going? And I say, oh, okay. Just here on the tour with my family and friends. And Hellbent just looking to pick an argument. Side comment, my father always liked to pick an argument with me now and then. I never was really fond of that. It just really pissed me off when he tried to pick an argument. So, let's see. Yeah, I'm just here hanging out. I guess, we can have him with his arms crossed. So, let's see, so I'm gonna put his hand going under there. Crossing arms, kind of difficult to draw. So, yeah, this kind of works. Alright. Cool. That's good arm crossing. Alright, so draw his legs, his bottom stripe, spike, this little bit of his little tail. Alright, so Hellbent, his head will be up here. I looked for everybody on Planet Dolan on Twitter, and also Googled their characters to get their drawing references so I know how to draw them. Yeah. So, made a little easier. And in case you never noticed, we're cheering because we're meeting not only Shima, but Doopy, Ladybot, and Ramona are there too. Well, Shima, yeah, she's the part of the cast. We did not like the male voice actor in that last anime video. If you can't get Shima, the actual Shima back, go for a female voice actor with a kind of a similar deep tone voice, is what I'm saying. Anyway, we're cheering for, as for me though, I'm personally cheering for, happy to see Doopy and Ladybot. That's me, Doopy and Ladybot. But we're excited to see them all together anyway. Back to Hellbent. Start with drawing the bottom of his head. Kind of a flat shape. He has a goatee. He has kind of an elf ear. Along with devil horns. Well, why not have them both? So here's one horn. Here's the other. So we're just gonna. All right. So here's his mouth, right there. He's not angry yet, because he's about to pick the fight with Blake here, so leave his eyes kind of top flat and his eyebrows horizontal. Alright, so this going on, draw the eyes. And then his hairstyle is purple hair. And in the Google image I got, and I think also on his Twitter, his hair was purple. Don't ask me. I thought his hair was black. And Hellbent, if your hair is actually black, but it was just the image, just the one image or two, then I apologize. But in this sample comic where you're giving you purple hair. Anyway, so I'll draw the neck. Here's the collars of his jacket. Let's see what else we're gonna do here. Collar of his shirt underneath his jacket. Give him his buckles. I think there's 3, but I got his hand covered up. Anyway, I'm gonna sell. Let's see. All right. Let's say he has his right arm and hand. Despite, we'll give him a lit cigarette. A few puffs of smoke coming from it. And yeah, I'm gonna say he's pointing with his left hand, directing to Blake. Because he's got a few things to say, a few things to make justful complaints about towards the CwcvilleGuardian brand and some of the problems we've had. Anyway, that's part of his belt. I'm gonna say legs. There you go. Alright, so give him his thumb, his index finger, and then the other 2 on his hands. Not long enough. There we go. Alright, so yeah, Hellbent's being the troublemaker, so let's see. Yes, oh yeah, he said, well, I've heard you got copyright troubles in your books, in your creator's realm, dimension. Copyright problems in Christine's real dimension. Real life dimension. Give him his speech balloon. And then Blake counters. He says, oh, we've got all that sorted out. It's a silent agreement. All that. I can write small, but sometimes but when you got a word in with a longer word, it's just not enough room. I don't have enough room for mint. I think I'll skip the typing when I submit this. No, I want to give this thing full effort. But I mean, still, just to fit words and difficulty proposed speech balloons. Alright, so in a later part, start my noggin, Hellbent drags Blake down into his hellhole. Which literally is hell. So let's see. But right now they're still above ground. Let's give them a city background too for now. So draw building, camera angles. And put right doorknob. And put a window there. Draw some skyscrapers, scraper lines. Alright, that's panel 1, beginning of that argument. Alright, then... Oh, I forgot one thing I don't have room for. He's got a little bit more hair coming down the side of his head over here. Shoot. Oh, well, I can't think of everything at once, but I'll try anyway. Alright, so... Alright, so right now we're gonna zoom in on their heads like we did up there. Draw Hellbent's head. That'd be nice. So I'll give him his little bit of ear there. Here's his goatee. Make his mouth bigger, because he's really... And here's his frown. He really wants to start trouble now. He's really thrusted his shoulder out. That's what we're getting at there. Alright. Now we can give him back his hair that we forgot to draw there. And then we'll draw a close-up of Blake, just... Okay, now Blake is starting to get his frown on. Normally he doesn't like to start an argument or pick fights, especially since he's been reformed by Bubbles. But at this point he's like, he'll defend his family and friends and creator. Of course, that's me, and everything about the world of Kwcville. So he's just his shoulder forward too. Alright, so we got Hellbent saying, "Well, it really pisses me off that you're just a blatant combination of a hedgehog and a mouse." You're a mutated combination. Mutated combo of hedgehogs and mice. Give him 2 exclamation marks for that trollish piece of hate. And now with Blake's defense, his quip. He's like, I don't like to pick arguments. But that's my family you're talking about. That's my family you're hating at. Hating at. roll. Give him 3 exclamation marks. Blood's boiling, blood boiling. And we'll just... I'm gonna rotate this a little bit. I'm gonna give them both, like, you know, giving each other the hate eye so much with a combination of flames and electricity between the halves of them. And they just leave them in the grrr of the moment. Really, really angry, really upset. Flames in his eyes too. Draw some lightning bolts because they're coming out of his red cheeks now. He's really, really angry. He's got a fist raised. Here comes Albert with his fiery age. He don't need fire in his eyes because he's got the flames of hell behind him. Whoosh! We'll draw the flames of hell behind him in a moment as soon as I get his hair and whatever else I can fit into this panel done. Because the foreground characters come first, you want to make sure you can put your background behind everybody. There's his fist. I think he's missing a buckle there. Just want to make sure that's there. Is he gonna buckle there? That's for sure. There's his other arm and... Uh-oh, I hope I didn't just accidentally press the wrong button from knocking my controller down. We're still on the air? We're still on the air? Yeah, we're still on the air. Alright, going back to music, so... kind of a mash of opposing... you got lightning behind him! Kaboom! 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 And here comes the flames behind Hellbent. And that's the end of that story arc, Tremor. Take a brief moment to cool down, if I may. Another one I think I will. I mean, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do for the third story arc trailer on. Yeah, I wanted to do like kind of a verbal debate between Magic-chan and Nitsium. Magic-chan, Sylvana stays behind, but Magic-chan, he teleports everybody from Kwcville, Virginia to Planet Dolan, jokingly actually located on the other side of the United States. That's the joke, the actual headquarters being over there. So, I think for... Oh yeah, and just Ghost Toad's just watching them debate. He's not putting input at all as they're talking. Alright, so let's just... I'm going to draw a close-up of Magic-chan. I'm going to kind of copy and paste what I... Copy and paste this, I feel like it'll work. Because you see, with the idea being, since Nitsium is the Lord of the Dead, and Magic-chan is psychic, they would be able to have kind of a meaningful discussion about life, death, and maybe Nitsium's goals as or the dead. Still up for debate on what Nitsium would say, because that's commenting on how Magic-chan appropriately responds. Alright, so draw his right arm. He's in the meditated sitting position. Got his hand on one leg. His hand on the other leg. Alright, so, Still cooling down from empathetically raising my anger. Alright. I'm gonna shoot. Alright, here's the leg. He's crossing his legs, of course. Got his legs crossed. That's his sock. And we need to give him his tail. And then we'll draw Nitsium over here facing Magic-chan. It's got kind of an oddly shaped head from the image I found. Especially with his hairstyle to go with it. So we'll start with his eyes and his bushy eyebrows. Put his nose down there. And I guess his tongue would be gray. That's my guess. I can't say off the top of my memory, because when it comes to the top 10 videos, when I do watch the animations and whatnot, I miss a detail sometimes. I mean, I should, you know, like, pay attention to the details. Pay attention to the script. It's somewhat important. Alright, so I'm gonna draw his hairdo. He's got his hood down. Let's see, give him his neck. Give him a bit more hair behind him. Drawing the collar of his armor, gel coat, whatever. Alright, and he's got his shoulder pad on both sides. I drew him too close. Oh well, we'll just put his arm to his side for the moment there. So we'll draw his other arm. We gotta give him his unnecessary pectoral images. And he needs his ears. Alright, so now I gotta remember what. Now I gotta remember. Oh, and ghost toast. Just speculating. Alright, so anyway, they're both way up in the sky. They're both high up in the sky, so when I get to the background, I could draw a few clouds. Alright, so anyway, speculates how being dead is awesome, and he agrees with him to a point, but then give me a moment. I gotta remember what Magic Chan's points. Because he made a good point, I just can't remember what he said there. I think I'm starting to get a memory. Considering you are Lord of the Dead, do you consider yourself Lord over their souls? Lord of their souls. The way I see it, you reign over the deceased bodies. And you consider those at your command. all those bodies without their souls. And I'm just going to speculate on how Nitzium would reply to a question like that. Get to the other side of the page here. Let's see. I imagine he would respond. Well, you see. Well, I do commend the dead bodies. And those bodies are without their souls. And then he thinks for a moment. Without their souls, I'm Lord of the dead bodies, but their souls are up. I've long left those bodies when I come to claim those bodies. Either reincarnated or up in heaven or hell. I'm just Lord of the dead bodies. Alright, so he's thinking all this in his mind while he's processing this questioning of him being totally Lord of the Dead. Alright, so we put a little space for his room for thought, his thinking. And then he initially ends the response saying, You prove a great point. You prove a great point, as the souls and spirits are still alive. And we'll just leave it at that. And I'm going to draw a cloud there. Put a cloud there. Yeah, now we can do background because we just give them one portion. Because, yeah, this is one portion of their debate show discussion. Now I'm just going to come back to the PS4 input for a moment. I just want to make sure we're still on the air. We'll color this in. Alright, we're still on the air. Oops. Alright, let me get my markers and we'll color everybody in. I like to color the characters in first and foremost. And I like to try going through using the same color where it is respectively throughout until when I have exhausted the need for that one color. So we're starting with the flesh tone. Starting on the first sideshoe drawing here. And Dolan has no flesh tone on him, so we'll move on. And starting down to the next sideshoe. And Blake, yes, he has that color on his mouth area and his arms as well. So we'll take care of all that. We'll rotate this little bit so I can get to him over here. And of course, Magic-chan. Alright, pick another color. We'll go with the basic yellow. But because it's a it's a small detail, but one that should not be missed regardless. Magic-chan's eyes are yellow. So we go ahead and take care of that. And then we'll color all in sideshoe in this panel. And by the way, in case and just to put it into a kind of a perspective, this is essentially a normal thought process I would go through as I draw and write each actual page in my book. So if you ever wondered for yourselves how long it takes for me to draw and color a page, you can start the timer when I started drawing this page and up to when I made the last pen contact point in the bottom there. Say that's the time. And then to separate, you can mark the time when I pulled out my markers and I started the coloring process. You combine those two times, that would be a rough estimate of how long it takes me to draw, write, and color a full page in my books. Alright, so we were going to do green for the eyes. I know it's it's a long process considering, but when you consider all the details throughout and the final product being finished soon enough, it's worth it. So mouth colors. Yeah, we got the red, so we're gonna color in. We're gonna give Hellbent his reddish glow. Oh, his eyes are yellow too. See, this is a thing. This is another thing when I got a new character. I'm doing a new character, and I'm not familiar, and I haven't drawn that character as often as my main characters. It's a whole new thing for me to add to my get used to list. But that's one I'd be willing to work around and get used to anyhow. So anyway, to continue coloring in Hellbent his reddish glow. I'm calling his tongue. We'll get to the colors of the roof of their mouths later when I bring in that one darker shade of red that I like using for that particular. Let's see, I don't want to miss a big detail, so that's his bottom stripe, and that's the end of his tail. And then I realize I should have drawn his tail going upward. Oh well, in an aspect, you could say his tail is going straight out. It's like an open interpretation right there. Anyway, oh, but also, also when coloring or drawing with my pen, well, moreover on the coloring aspect, I try to go from left to right as I am right-handed. Oh, so I don't accidentally get the ink on my hand. Take notes, my nerdlings, because these are valuable assets of knowledge that you can take, that you can attribute for yourself in your own drawing skills that you learn throughout your lifetime. Now, I've taken a lot of art classes throughout my lifetime, and that's and regardless of my final abilities being considerably childlike, it's still a skill that I own, especially with the markers and whatnot. And you couple that with autism and attention to details, yada yada yada, attention deficit disorder, it kind of balances out, really. But then again, that's your own interpretation to make as you will, versus what I have in my noggin for my own perception. Don't have to color in their mouths here, because this is it's just showing their teeth and just scowling. There's the word of the day right there, scowling. Not the A. It's a word of the day. And if you don't know that word, then there you go. It's your word of the day. Scowling. I'm going to leave the bottom of his eyes uncolored because they're inflamed with the orange colored because he's that angry. But we'll get to that in a little bit. So thinking about that, I take the darker shade of red and I take the orange. Oh, I missed a spot of yellow. Pay attention to the script, it's somewhat important. And I forgot to color in Magic Chan's tongue too. This is why you pay attention to the script. You don't want to miss a detail. What am I doing? Oh, right, mouth coloring. So, darker shade of red on the inside of the mouth. Like that. And now the orange to accentuate the flames of anger, of upset and anger in Blake's eyes there. When it comes to selecting the color, I go with the colors of the first thing I'm going to color in, and then I just relate that from now on. So, next tip, I'm going to go with my battery charged blue and get that out of the way, because I like making sure I got all the brighter colors out of the way before I do anything with black or brown. Is if I did the reverse, I could accidentally get brown on the lighter color. I don't think we have this shade of blue on Magic Chan, so we're good to go. We'll do the brown next for the stripes on his shoes, his back, his tail, right there, and this one right here. Does anybody else need the brown? Ghost Toads needs brown, but it's a lighter shade, as he's not burnt to a crisp. Alright, so got him complete. I saved black for the very last color throughout, regardless. Because that's the darkest color of all, and you don't want to get that anywhere on any of your other marker colors. So with that, we'll go with a dark shade of blue, as that is not only a color of a certain portion of Magic-chan, but also Dolan's hat. Hey, has anybody seen my hat? I can't go out anywhere without my hat. Then I just look like Zaragamba without a beard. If you shave this ear off, we'd both look alike. Could you be able to tell us apart? Yeah, he's flesh tone. Oh yeah. There you go. Free imitation of Dolan. Free vocal imitation of Dolan. Alright, anybody else? Checking Hellbent as well. Oh, missed a spot there. I guess I got everybody with this shade of blue. Alright, so what have we got next? I saved black for last. I'd say we go with the Boreal Purple. He also kind of has the reddish color there. Let's see. I think that was this shade, or I kind of forget which one I used. It's probably this one, or yeah, that does not look like the wine. It's kind of more like the this shade of purple. I'm just gonna sneak that in and see how it looks. See if it looks the same. I guess I remembered correctly. That is the shade. That is the correct color for Hellbent's shirt. Because when did I draw this? I drew this on the 30th, which was a week and a day ago. Drew and colored that same day. Anyway, we'll just go ahead and color in Hellbent's shirt. Because his collar is black. I'll fix it later. Because black supersedes all other colors as it being the darkest. And you put black over any color, what does it change to? It just all goes directly to black. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200, 3 cents, or a dozen donuts. Alright, so now doing the Royal Purple, this is the color we're using for Hellbent's hair, as that was the original yes. It's the darkest shade of purple I have. So, purple or black, this is close. And again, if it is black, if your hair is black, Hellbent, I sincerely apologize. You can correct me later. There we go. I just felt a little off, so I felt like I needed to fix that. Alright. And then the sideway view panel. Now, if I actually had more room horizontally, I could have done this without having to rotate the page. That's neither here nor there right now because it's already done. Also, the situation as to why we have these pre-drawn 4 lines to make the rectangle of this particular piece of paper is actually neutral. Well, upgraded more recently to be reminiscent of DPI of pixels 1325 by 2050. That is the usage for that of when I upload the pages to my publisher's website. That is the page size for those comic book pages. Alright, so since we got the purple ending on Magic Chan, we're gonna swap to the lavender and finish coloring Magic Chan over here. So anyway, with these with the lines pre-drawn all around and photocopied in that sense, versus if I had used the whole sheet of paper when scanning the page into the computer, it would cut off from the edges anyway. So it's just easier to have the lines there already. Then it's more accurate to the page, and versus the original size I have, which actually this one on the back of this originally was about that size. You see it's wider, almost as tall, and as you can see in books 0 through 10 and up to episode 23, Simon Chu and Banana Funkle, in book 11 after that's published. Yeah, the past pages will been like originally widescreen, but then smushed horizontally. So from here on, from 23 on out, since we got that page dimensions set, then they don't end up looking so horizontally smushed. That's the idea. Alright, and I'm gonna go ahead coloring Ghost Toast with the lightest shade of brown I have, which is this coffee. It comes out looking like coffee, so I call it my coffee brown. There you go. There you go, Toasty Bun. Alright, finishing Hellbent's jacket. Need gray. His cuffs are gray. We can't see his belt buckle, so that's not would harm it there. I like using the pen for coloring in the pupils of the eyes versus using a marker to color that in, as in it reflects more emotionally from the eyes using the pen in that sense. And let's see, Nitsium has lots of gray on him. Even to use darker shades, he ends up using both my shades of gray. So we'll go ahead and color him in now, starting with the lighter shade where they go respectively. His head is all this light shade, but surely the inside of his mouth is the darker shade. Put the lighter shade on where to go on his battle suit, whatever he wants to call it. Oh, and his ears are this light gray too. I color around his bushy eyebrows and the edge of his head shape. Oops. We'll finish coloring Nitzion with the kind of forest green, but we'll get in the darker gray for areas first. So there's his mouth. There you go. Now go ahead and get your other shoulder. And then the rest of his outfit. Okay, that's all the gray. Now to get in his green highlights to finish coloring him in all together. Alright, and just giving it another look over. We'll finish coloring the characters now with the black. We got all the other color aspects in, so now we're ready to use the black. And we color in the ears, the nose, Dolan's hat rim, and his thing. Let's go ahead and get that out. Alright. Give me later, Dolan. Alright, and yes, hellbent and his eyebrows, and his jacket and belt. You won't be able to see his puffs of smoke from here on out, but if you're watching this video before actually seeing this image, this drawing after it's scanned out in his shirt collar, then you will definitely appreciate the fact that those puffs of smoke were there. And that's what happens when you color over pen ink with black marker. That's at your own risk. One minor detail. But one thing we can do to accentuate that is a cigarette, we can emphasize the ash. There you go. Spot of light gray to take care of that. Super tips available from Crayola. That'll be a while before I get those scented marker super tip markers back, or another set of those. Bring back the scented super tips, Crayola. Those were good, especially in the shade, and actually match with what I was using previously versus what you repackaged more recently. Oh, I missed a spot with the flesh color. Hi, Sorbet. I'm busy right now, baby. I'll give you some petting and cuddling later. Not right now. It's definitely still too early to feed you. I fed you less than a couple hours ago. Alright, so calm down. I'll give you some more love later. Because I am busy right now. Alright, so coloring. Definitely takes a as steady hand as possible and skill to get in all these little tiny spaces. The concentration helps too. Uh-oh, don't make this a cat video, Sorbet. You stay off my desk. Silly boy.
Silly boy, silly boy.
And that's my family you're talking about. And after we get all these blacks colored in, we'll color in the background parts. Because, like I said, it's important to having all your characters colored first, because you know how to do them, and you gotta stretch your mind a little bit to remember what you have going on in the background, so you know what to color them when you get to that point. Anyway, that's part of my process. And there's another one. There's another spot I missed. There we go. No. Okay. Oh, I forgot. I missed. Just a minor detour. Just a little thing. Fix that little thing. Right. Blake Sancho, you are a lot of black. 50 shades of black? If not darker. And that's why they sell it on shades of gray versus black. Because gray is brighter than black. You can have more, you can have... How many shades of black can you have before it just looks like, smoke with sunshine bright gleaming through it from a fire somewhere. And even then it could still look gray also. This sim has no black required, so we just color in the black on Magic Chan. Final once over on the page, and then, yeah, that's all the characters. Now we can color in the background. color in the background. I'm gonna start by coloring in the windows of the more close buildings with this shade of blue because it's daytime. If it was nighttime, I'd be painting them yellow because the lights will be on the inside of the building. Alright, and then this building over here. And this window. I'm gonna leave the background of this panel blank because it's in between the normal back deformation of what we have without any emotion going on, and then followed by heated with emotion. We'll just, for the moment, for the while with the doors, we'll get them all these dandelion colored doorknobs, where we can find the doorknobs, and they will all be redwood, because this is a reddish brown we have here. And this is one of the scented markers. This one is this shade is cinnamon scented. So that's another term for this reddish brown, cinnamon. It's all abound in the color wheel and all the varying gradients you see when you select your shade you want in any artistic program. And then what else do I want to do? Now, I have laser lemon. I like using this because I like using this sometimes for sand, the brightest shade of sand, because after this shade gets scanned in, it becomes a sand look. So we're going to use this for the color of the sidewalk here. You know, this is part of the sidewalk. And, yeah, right behind Lake and Hellbent. And give that a laser lemon too. And for the fact that it becomes sand-like, at one point, so many years ago, I would have colored Sideshoe with laser lemon. But obviously that did not work out so well like that, so that's why we went with one shade up to a little better yellow. Anyway, so we're gonna leave the median line white and just just color the road the darker gray. Yeah, I realized my mistake, but I end up starting over on the first part, so I gotta make it all consistent. And I don't want to say for the sake of the background with all the varying buildings they're in, make them all darker gray, as it's supposed to be daytime. So for the buildings in the background, we'll use the lighter gray. And after that, I'll decide what I want to paint the buildings in the foreground. Because when you're talking about all the varying buildings in the farther background, that's left up to your interpretation. Just like the people, you don't know exactly who or what they each are, aside from being men, women, or however they're dressed to identify. You mostly go neutral with that, and just like you go with the buildings behind you, if you I want to make them all kind of neutral as well, as they more or less look similar to the distant viewpoint. And one thing that I end up doing sometimes when I'm drawing and coloring for a while, I get in a mental zone, and I just zone out for a little bit. It's good. That's just one thing you want to ride along for when you're drawing or coloring that specific part. You know what you're doing. You're going with the flow. It's good. It's very good. Good for you at that time, that perspective. You're blocking out all other things outside of you when you're in that mindset. You're in the zone. I'm going to go ahead and color in the grass here, the downland side you are standing on. I'm going to take the lightest shade of green I have and color that in, because once again, it's daytime. Now, for the buildings up front here, decisions. What color do I want to make these particular buildings that are in the middle ground between the fore and the farthest background? So I made decisions, but in this one I think I'm going to go with the dark shade of red to make the ones on the left and the right brick light. And yeah, we'll do it up a little bit. I'm gonna make the middle building kind of gray, and the roofs of these buildings we'll color them darker gray. Coloring this one building. It's totally up to you. Your city, your building, unless it's a specific building that you're going further into developing, like a museum, then you just leave it as whatever you like. Just make it look differing or whatever. It's all good. I'm gonna go ahead and color in these rooftops. It definitely differentiates the foreground buildings versus the tall skyscrapers behind them all. And then we'll color in the middle building. We're gonna, another detail I overlooked. I gotta go back and fix this one. And just for hell of it, we'll color both of those buildings the light shade of gray.
little bit behind Hellbent's foot.
Alright, got all that done. Now we start on this complex background behind Hellbent and Blake. Mixture of fire and lightning. What we're gonna do is start with the brightest color, which that would be the yellow for all the lightning bolts. So we're just gonna fill those in, the ones that emanate from Blake's cheeks, as well as these obvious ones right here. I think that'll do good. Let's see. Make it look like menacing thunder. It's a thunderstorm coming about. So yes, we'll make the remainder of the background a midnight blue. So being careful as to go around the outline of these lightning bolts. Thunderstorms are coming. Blake is really, really angry. I'm sure it'll come up much more clear after it's scanned, the difference between the black and the midnight blue. I could see it right off. That's theoretically an aspect of autism that apparently autistic people can see the colors more brightly, more vividly than the neurotypical person could. But again, that information was in the video I saw recently. I will not confirm or deny it. I don't know all the details. That's an aspect that could be experimented with between a set number of people with autism and a set number of neurotypical people. Maybe that could be something the Mythbusters could get on, the new generation of Mythbusters. Okay, that takes care of Blake's half. Now with Hellbent, because we're talking about fire in the background, we'll go with the two shades of orange I have. Yeah, and plus the bright shade of red. So we'll go ahead use the red for the bottom because that's where the flames are started, and that's darkest. Let's source the flames, and we'll go up to the darker orange for up to a certain point, going up the flames, and since red blends well with orange, because orange is a mixture of yellow and red, that's okay to mix with the red since red's darker, but you definitely don't want to mix it with yellow, and that would just turn that bunch of yellow orange, more darker. You don't want to do that, especially if you want to reference the difference between lightning and fire. Alright, so I think I'm going to leave it there, and then we'll go with our brightest orange and fill in the remainder of this background. This one smells like oranges. Alright, we're almost done with this piece. All we have left is to color the sky behind Magic-chan and Nitsium. So we'll take the brightest shade of blue I have here between where it goes start being more blue and where it becomes blue-green or turquoise, sky blue. Yeah, it's kind of a straightforward process from here. Because to avoid the clouds that remain white, it's one color. It's one singular color, and it is good. You can lose yourself while you're coloring in the bulk color of a background. And once again, being in the zone there, it is good. Almost done with this one piece. Ta-da! And then, since this is not an official comic page, but more like a trailer, and it is a piece, I put my name on it. Right here. And I did it. And there you go. And this right here is what I will be submitting to Planet Dolan for the little contest. And I'll just go back to the PlayStation. Make sure we're still on the air. Alright, good. And I believe that will do it for now. So thank you everyone for watching this live stream. And I look forward to Planet Dolan reviewing this for their submission. Everyone else have a great safe night, day, whatever it is, time zone.